Well, the winter wonderland in the lowlands is turning into a slushy mess, and there is a possibility for urban flooding now as the snow starts to melt combined with the rain in the forecast. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm David Rose.
I'm Eliana Gomez. The message tonight and through the week is to keep your neighborhood storm drains clear of snow and ice. And the snowstorm causing a number of power outages this weekend. And here's a look at the outage map from Snohomish County PUD. About 180 customers are being affected right now. Q13's Omar Lewis is live in Monroe tonight, where crews are working through the night to get the lights back on.
Those crews are moving so fast right now, Aliana. They are moving all across Monroe as we speak here. Stepping out of the way, just the scene is behind us has disappeared actually in the last few minutes. They tell us they've restored 16,000 customers with power since this snowstorm first started, and really the wind is the main concern for these families out here in Monroe.
We were a little worried. The wind was really strong outside our window.
The whipping wind and winter weather blew in concern and a bit of irony for Jonathan Ratcliffe, who lives in Monroe.
We're looking and saying like, okay, well, we're going to get our backup generator. And right when we were looking, then the power went out.
It was Friday around 9:30 p.m. when his power went out. Snohomish PUD says with the howling winds and heavy snow on branches, trees were snapping by the roots, and thousands of people like Jonathan and his wife, they were left in the dark.
Like the first, I'd say about like 12 hours, cold, but not too concerning. But as it started getting into yesterday evening, it started getting pretty cold because a lot of our residual heat had started to dissipate.
He says temperatures dropped to 45 degrees inside his home. These were dark times in more ways than one, as Jonathan's wife is immunocompromised.
It was very difficult. My wife, her pulse was like sky high. We were really worried because like we were afraid like if we didn't get power soon, she might get nearly hypothermic.
Snohomish PUD says they've been working round the clock to restore power this weekend, even as trees continue to fall around them. So far, they've turned the lights back on for 16,000 customers.
It ended up being about 36 hours. We didn't get power back until this morning about 9 o'clock.
A sigh of relief for the Ratcliffes, who say they're just thankful for the utility crews who risked their lives to bring light back to dark places.
We really appreciate them. They're literal lifesavers.
And taking a live look here in Monroe tonight, as you can see, look further down the street right now, those Snohomish PUD crews still working right now to restore power for some of these families on this road here, still without that power. The Ratcliffes say they will be now buying that backup generator for sure. And as you can tell, with the freezing rain coming down and light snow, it's a good idea still across Western Washington tonight. That's the latest here in Monroe. We'll send it back to you in the studio.